Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
I know. That's how coaches work.
It cannot fight.
Oh,
but
you made it
perhaps
screeching
it can
noise.
calm.
So what are we on? The Pussy Wagon 6. I will retire this naming convention at 10, shall we say, when we reach the Pussy Wagon X. But while it's still funny, God, it doesn't even fit on the fucking screen. It's fine. He Pussy Wagon. Okay, no, that means something very different. Let's move away from that right away. Eat some mold. Ugh, if you heat it up, it's even worse. Similar to the... Okay, that went way too quick for me to know how to pronounce that. Zycarthian fungoids I once hunted. Jesus Christ. Sure this wasn't growing on the real food. Peter Davis has a quote from the first one. Your soldiers are mired in malignancy. Fear has taken root. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. I always thought that line sounded like he was explaining it in little words because he realised he was being a bit too verbose. Oh, it was the opposite. Well, malignancy is still a fairly, you know, bigger word. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, he sort of says it in the complicated way and then it's like, or, for the layman, fear has taken root. Peter says, so this is your 6th run? Yes, I guess it must be. Yes, we haven't named them anything other than the Pussy Wagon so far. So yeah, that's a good way to keep track of the runs actually. So, and you should always keep track of the runs. You should probably also tell your doctor. But, I'm still not sure I totally understand these, but we'll give them to someone and see what happens. Sure. You can have some stimulants. And you can have the powders. Yeah, so if we're against poisony, blighty fuckers, that might be the best thing. Cool. So we could buy more stuff. But we have only just started. I tell you what, I will buy some whiskey just because that increases...
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Well, a bit of more positive relations, which... I do wonder if that was perhaps part of our undoing. Last time. Everyone fucking hated each other. Not without flavour. A nip to loosen our over-tight strings. That's one way of putting it.
The first of many forks in the road. Choose your path and ride out unbowed.
Yes, if you ride out bowed, you won't be able to see where you're going. Peter says, I wonder if that's a reference to something. Zerkfon? It could well be, yeah. I mean, for all the sort of Lovecraftian trappings here, I don't think I've actually ever sat down and read any Lovecraft. I've just played a lot of things inspired by it, so could well be. I know at least that Mountain of Madness, I think, is a thing, and that's very obviously inspired the setting for this game. So yeah, it could be an actual thing. So we can go immediately back to the beach. Oh really, is that the plural of oases? Oases. Never knew that. That doesn't sound too bad. I mean, the creature dens are not great, but there's the hospitals. And we get that for it. That does seem better. And we're not locked, and we don't need a boss trophy just yet on this first one, so... Sure, let's go to the
The
seaside.
barnacled timbers of the coastal villages are sodden with salt and secrets.
I think we have seen all the areas now, so a bit of repetition there, I suppose, but unavoidable. Peter says, each mistake / bit of random bad luck adds up until you freaking die. Yeah, that's very much the
Propriety floats listless
mantra
on
of
the
this
tide,
game, isn't it?
Brined in noxious degradation.
I see what you did there, brined in noxious degradation. That could just mean someone farted, couldn't it? That's just... Oh, Alan, have you brined in noxious degradation again? Yeah, sorry. Had a big lunch. Fuck's sake, Alan. Right, what are we looking at here? Cache, unknown. As always, we want to steer towards the shrines if we can see them, but as of yet, no. Do I want to immediately go to a creature den? Reduces loathing. Yeah, well, we haven't gotten it yet, so that doesn't feel necessary. Fuck it, let's veer wildly to the left into the unknown. Oh, there's immediately a bump in the road. Worse than a bump in the road. Twats in the road. Oh god, we didn't move him to 4th, did we? So now we do. So much to keep track of in these games. Or maybe I'm bad at it, who knows. So, none of you are blighty, I don't think. You're going to try and set fire to us. So setting fire to you is not top strategy. I can do him. Okay, here we go. The slong? Use your words. The slow move forward. Okay, well. Dodgy dog. All you did there is just relight his candle, so did him a favour in a lot of words, a lot of ways. See, if you are going to be first in line, you are going to get the worst of the beatings. Okay, well he actually helped move you back a bit there. Let's maybe use that.
A small foundation of trust.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Instead of the constant backstabbing and shit talking. All I touch becomes ash. Well, you are a pyromaniac. Somewhat bringing that on yourself. Tell you what, let's get this going so everyone stops trying to kill the plucky occultist. Can't bite me, dog. I've got no skin. And you got no dog. Dog. Okay, I don't think we've used this yet. Random adjacent enemy get... only when there's the combo thing. But we can inflict the combo thing with that. Yeah, we don't really need to pull anyone. He's about to die anyway. You don't need to pull anyone, Steve. Shut up. Don't take that out of context. Yeah. Give it a go on that. I'm going off a general assumption they start in the rank they are best at, so maybe she's not as good up close, but could be wrong. Ah, Peter Davis says he's going for the bones. That makes much more sense than that, yeah. The dog is going to target him more than anyone because you can actively see his bones. Okay, yeah, everyone's in the right position now, finally. So, let's use a bit of this instead. Actually, yeah, I had her in second position. Maybe this is the better way around, actually, I think. You don't usually have the Jester as a front liner, but we'll give it a go. And let's see this. Just how lucky this is. 4. And it inflicted bleed. Okay, that's quite a bad one off the bat, but it is basically spinning a roulette wheel every time you use that. Damn. Sure. Let's keep trying to heal you. 14! That's much better.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Yes. What did you think we were doing this whole time? Accidentally killing people? I mean, I wouldn't put it past me, but...
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
See, that does not hold a candle to its upgraded version. Every trinket in this game likes to have a downside, but when you get one that is actually just a pure benefit, it's worth its weight in gold. Ah,
We must understand
fantastic.
the past if we are ever to be free of it.
I agree. To that end. Hang on, let's check. How far did we get in yours? Everyone has 5, so he would be on 4. Whereas we're... Oh, he would also be on 4. Okay, we've done a lot with Fizz Lips. Let's see where we left off with Chutney and his... That was it. He met the strange man who played him a cursed song, and then he played that song for the king and was... I don't think he was imprisoned. I think he was kicked out. Just as it was meant to, the song loosed the leash of my inhibitions. Peter says, can you reorder your party outside the inn? Yes, you can, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I can do it in this screen, but I think when you're going along, you can, and they're all down there, you just drag them around. Yeah.
Chapter 4. A dark song.
You know, Hurt by 9 Inch Nails. What? Oh, okay.
He unleashed his resentment upon instrument and crowd, playing the demoniac melody with unrestrained fury.
That feels overly verbose. Demonic is certainly a word. Demoniac? Feels like you're just making it longer for the sake of it. But interesting. So after the performance went badly, he was like, no, fuck you. I'll keep playing the song you don't like. You bunch of quavers. Okay, so what is the... That stresses me out. That moves me back. What am I trying to do here? Play 3 melodies. Tuned in perfect pitch. So I'm trying to reach that. Is that how we're doing this? Changes note. Let's try this then. Now I'm in perfect pitch because I'm next to it. Can I be more perfect if I go back again? No, that's never quite how it works, is it? It's... And now that's disappeared, so... Change note. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. All I seem to be doing is stressing myself out. Just play 3 melodies is very... vague. Is it... do I get to the start and then just go through the whole thing? But then I've got the ability to change the notes, haven't I? And yet I don't know what the song should sound like. I haven't got the tablature. Game. I can't read music, but give me a tab at least. Oh, fuck. Knew I should have studied music instead of philosophy. Is that good? Right, actually, I see. We want to leave you because now you're in perfect pitch. I am starting to get it now that it's too late. Okay. What happens when I melt down? Is it like normal meltdowns? Oh, it just ends. You fucked up.
Only when we acknowledge the past can we be free from it.
Ah, shit. I hate that. That feels like such a waste. But, you know, it was a... I don't know how I was meant to... Well, I could have grasped it sooner, but they're big gimmick matches, all of those, and... Tis what it is. I feel fairly confident we can get it next time, but... Yeah. Okay, I forgot again to reorder everyone. I was so lost in my defeat. What the holy fucking hell? What? 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 +2 speed. Fanatics. These aren't fanatics. I mean, we did upgrade that move, but... Christ on the cross. In a good way. Peter says, I think you were supposed to copy the notes that were on the right but mirrored? Or maybe. I didn't see any particular symmetry to what I was looking at, but maybe. I'll bear it in mind. I think that the main thing was like the tuning fork symbol below. It was about getting them all in pitch, which makes sense. Bit of acid rain for you. Oh right, yeah, they had the protection thing on, so that didn't quite hit how it meant to. If it kills him in one, I'll be gobsmacked. No, 7. That's far more, you know, usual. They see me as the fraud I am. Care to elaborate? No.
Malaise, measured and steady.
I was hoping that would get her in one, but definitely next turn.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Okay, so yeah, this is like the Vestal's conviction, and there's a 33% chance at each round start to get that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. That's a system. Okay, that's good. He has still got the death armor though, which is a bugger. And now he don't. Or does he? Yeah, no, I think he's still got one. So, fucking take it off him.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of unparalleled power.
Unparalleled power. A severed finger. Oh, and it's one of the Jester's ones. If target is bleeding, 25% damage. Slice off skills. Again, saying slice off skills when slice off is a single move. Is that a typo or is there something I'm missing there? Anyway, that sounds like a very good trinket to have. Especially with the path we've got him on, which is all about maximising the bleeding. Yeah, you have slice off as a move, but it's not like a class of move. Gonna put that down to a typo for now, I think. But neat. Peter Davis says probably that king's finger. Ooh. Perhaps so. See, what it immediately made me think of was like a, I don't know, just like a terrible performance accident kind of thing, or like a guitarist losing a finger is particularly bad. The story I always remember was Tony Iommi, I think his name is, the guitarist for Black Sabbath. Like, it was something like 2 days before they'd all agreed to, like, oh, we're going to give this a real proper go. And he was working in a factory at the time, and he chopped off, like, I think it was 2 of his fingers in an industrial accent. In an industrial accent. What is an industrial accent? It's just where you just sound like machinery yourself. Yeah, no, he lost his fingers in the accident like 2 days before they were gonna start Black Sabbath properly. And they still did, obviously, because they were a huge band, but I think it left him with, like, he could only really play power chords quite a lot.
At least it should be.
Which is a anecdote. Peter Davis says maybe they reused some strings, like originally it was for melee skills and range skills, and they added specific skills for that kind of buff, but didn't make a new string setup for it. It's the word strings is confusing me there. I think I get what you mean though. Like maybe originally it was like a subset of skills that had that sort of category. Well, everyone wants more story, which I'm more than happy to oblige, and more than happy to not go back to the Chirurgeon, who we've not had a great time with.
Inconvenient. At least we know what's coming.
Yeah, well. Oh, we didn't know that was coming. Fucking random crack and tickle. You tell such intriguing stories. I know, right?
Who will face the half-remembered horrors of their past?
Well, same guy as before. As repetitive as it might be, our best chance of getting this right is immediately after we just fucked it up. So, here goes again. String is a programming term. I had a feeling it was something like that, but it's just, I don't know programming terms, but like a string of code or something, yeah. Yeah, that sounds almost like something I might have heard somewhere. I've got friends who sort of do a bit of coding and programming, but I never quite wrap my head around a lot of it. Peter says, I dabble. Fair enough.
Upon instrument and crowd, playing the demoniac melody with unrestrained fury.
Let's see if we can get this right this time. Thing is, even getting it right, in theory, is stressing him out. So, is the only way to do this is to get them all right and with no mistakes, which is easy when you know what you're doing, but it does all... Wait, no, that one... We changed it, but it didn't become perfect. And that's blocked. Why is that blocked? Because that heals our stress. Tell me why that's blocked. Fuck. Melody. If we get a certain amount of them in tune, can we heal our stress? Maybe that's how it works. Okay, well there's only so many notes, and you're not actually going to make it every possible note it could be, are you, game? Because that would be fucked. There we go. And now we can melody. Beautiful. No, though, no. Those are the bad ones. Oh, shit. Wait, no. No. Huh? Well, okay, it's all we can do. We can't move back or anything, so, I don't know, maybe this has fucked it as well. Okay, I see. Right, yes. We buffed... Imagine all this in quotation marks. We buffed the good notes on our side, and that helped us defeat the out-of-tune notes on their side. Even though it's all one song in the Song of Battle. You're getting lost in the fucking symbolism source here, game, but I'm just about following. Peter says 20 damage to all enemies and minus 10 stress for the Jester. If only he got that skill in the normal game. Yeah, can you fucking imagine? Like, oh. I don't know how you would make that not broken. You'd just have... It would have to need, like, 10 turns of setup or something. And you'd call that move tuning the strings or something. And then he can finally play it. Talking of broken moves, and we mentioned the conspicuously absent shield breaker earlier. I always thought her move, where she like throws a spear at all 4 ranks of the enemies, and I believe it moved her back one. And yeah, the spear both did damage and had a chance to inflict blight. That was a crazy good move. I used the fuck out of that. Why do I feel like if she does come back, they're going to have nerfed that move? Peter says, give it a really tricky condition to use. Like what's going on right now. Damage was really low, though. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have pronounced that weird because I was still understanding it. But yeah, I think I get what you mean. Yeah, you'd have to not lock it, but put it behind some really convoluted setup moves to make it sort of fair, I think. Okay, so we got rid of all our bum notes, and now we're in tune and can fuck up the next verse. I don't know. Is this just what he sees every time we fight someone? This is what... He's not seeing pelagic nightmares and fish people. He's just playing a song. Okay, well, I feel like once you've got it, it doesn't get any harder. I think. Unless, you know, these aren't random and it's going to take me 5 attempts to get the right one. There we go. I'm glad they don't have a turn. Let's put it that way. Actually, what? Yeah, this is not going to work, is it? Oh, I've not fucked it at the last minute, have I? But I don't know how else I could have done that. Yeah, that's only +1, but... shit. I did something wrong again. Fuck!
Acceptance requires honesty, painful as it might be.
God damn, that one's really trial and error, it feels like. I think my only theory as to what that might have been was I think maybe one of them, whichever one he's standing next to, is always in tune. So if I'd moved back to that other one, that would have definitely got it in tune instead of relying on the chance of changing the note. God damn, that's a waste of 2 shrines. Damn. Yeah, morale is low, but we're okay, so we'll go to the cache. Peter Davis says about the Shield Breakers move, damage was really low though, and the blight was weak. It was, but I mean, just that...
Perhaps I left this for you. Perhaps you left it for yourself. Perhaps it is not here at all.
Perhaps you should just shut your fucking mouth, mate. Like, you're not helping. I expect one of these days he's just gonna go, riddle me this. And like, fuck off, man. Yeah, I mean, maybe the blight was weak, but at the same time, it pretty... Blight was so worth inflicting on people still that... Like, to do that at the start of the match and get potentially everyone on their side ticking down with poison, I always found it pretty useful. Bleed resistance. The goddamn fishing trinket again that we couldn't ever fully work out.
The loathing whispers.
Will any of this stuff even matter? Depends if we survive. So make sure we survive.
Your collection can wait. Press onward.
Shut up. If I don't do it here, I can't do it in battle. So, no, the collection can't wait. Do I want to give that to anyone? I don't see what benefit it gives. No. No, that doesn't seem all that good either. What was the thing we got? That was it. Oh, that's an in item. Oh, well, that was pointless anyway. Never mind. What about the part where he starts slicing and throwing spears at people? Are we still talking about Shield Breaker? Well, we've had 3 shrines of reflection in one go, which is a gold mine in
Look
really.
ahead.
But
A place to reflect, remember, and reconcile.
but we are botching them quite a bit. Okay. Third time's a charm. In many ways, this is like music. You fuck it up repeatedly until it's no longer fun, and then you can play it well.
Chapter 4. A Dark Song.
It definitely is. Okay, so these first two rounds, I think we're
resentment upon
fine.
instrument and crowd, playing the demoniac melody with unrestrained fury.
Okay, well, my theory has been immediately proven wrong because, yeah, that him standing next to one doesn't matter. But there must be some use for him moving back. I don't think that helped at all. Okay. Oh, I hope we're going to work this out before we get to the tough part again. Peter says, Jester's a wild card, he counts as any note. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, I keep wondering if there is something about the notes themselves that is important. This is so stupid, look. Okay, yeah. Apparently you can inflict blight and bleed on the semiquaver. What does poisoned music look like? What does poisoned music sound like? Pitbull would be my guess. Okay. Well then, let's change you. Yeah, so it's not about getting all the same matching notes, because one, that would be a shit song, and two, that is not the case here. The one thing I do remember is when I moved back through a tuned note, it lost its tuning. So that suggests that the moving is actually something you want to avoid, but I don't know. We can afford one movement here, I think. Peter says my knowledge of musical notation is non-existent. Yeah, mine's not great. I'll be. Yes, he fucked it. Killed the tuning on it. In fact, I might have fucked this entire thing now, but I gotta learn how it works before I can do it. That's the problem. Oh, we fucked it. We can't do it now. Please, give me an epiphany if you can't give me a victory. No, nothing. Okay.
It is a difficult thing to face the past, and even more so, to reconcile with it.
Apparently the hardest thing in the world is just to play this fucking song. Ugh, give me the demonic lung again. Everyone wants to go to the Oasis. Yeah, after listening to all that shit. But none of you are that stressed except for Al. Nah, And if we go that way, we're gonna bugger up our armor. Well, we're gonna bugger up either way. Yeah, actually that is the best way, because otherwise
Is your coach prepared
we'll be
for the
completely
upcoming
defunct.
obstruction?
Obstruction? Oh, it was kinda.
Our protection has been stripped to its last.
That's not an obstruction, that's a kraken. Those are two different things. A kraken can be an obstruction, but an obstruction is not necessarily a kraken.
A refreshing commune unburdens the mind.
Now, somewhere dry to hang my robes. Oh, she doesn't want to be here at all. Oh look, my flask has run dry. Yippee. How could you hope to purify what is already divine? Bit narcissistic of you, Fizzlips, but hard to tell if you're particularly ripped when you
indeed to profit in destruction.
when you're ripped in the other sense of the word. Yep, there we go. Did I still not move them around in the ranking? Fucking god, piss and shit wank. Got distracted by the shrines, I think. Alright, let's all take some drugs. Peter Davis says, where's the mineral water? Well, the question is that the stress healing oasis, what kind of water was it? Mineral water, sparkling, still, bottled water. Hope this game isn't proving homeopathy, right? Fucking hell. I just get parried by a dog.
Steady yourself.
Well, that's not great. Shit. Wait, hang on. The dog died and there's the torso of a person. Don't think too much about it. Chutney is bad for dogs. Right. Bit of healing, please. Or a lot, rather. 8.
Agony by accumulation.
8 is okay. 8 is passable. Yeah, that could be worth doing. How did you get quite so low on health? God, I must have zoned out. Okay, that helps. Blind them. Need to immediately heal you again. God damn. I'm not sure which is more insulting, the 1 heal or the 0 and then inflicting the bleed. Might be the 0, but both are pretty bad. Peter Davis, he got more bleed from the heal. I suppose, yeah, if it's just been stacking up on him, then I should be more careful with that. It kind of... Ah, jeez. Did we give someone bandages? Okay, last chance. Don't fuck this up. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Although he's about to lose half of it. Yeah. Yeah, you can only heal yourself. Fuck it, do it anyway. Ah. The runaway eventually gets a skill that heals a bleeding teammate and removes the bleed. Well, hot damn. Thank you for the tip there. That sounds perfect, actually. That sounds like exactly what we need for this setup. If only we had got this damn shrine thing right on one of the times, then we could have started exploring her backstory more, but never mind.
The work continues.
Healing given from skills, but minus damage. I might actually put that on the occultist when he's our only healer. I don't like taking damage away from anyone, but you are the primary guy for that. I can't believe they think that's a good thing. Like, I don't... It'd be a waste of money, but I kind of want to take that off him at the next opportunity. Oh, Peter makes a good point. Is that healing done or healing received? 15% healing given from... See, even that's not clear, is it? Given to him or him giving to other people? 15% healing given from skills. I would lean towards that is 15% healing he is giving from his skills to someone else. But I've been wrong before, so I don't know, we'll try it. We'll see if there's any particularly noticeable difference. The thing is, his is so... There's such a wild range on his healing anyway, I might not be noticeable. Yeah, Peter also thinks it's healing done, yeah. Still didn't move the ranks, did I? Fucking... Oh my god. Yeah, it's like remembering to do something right before you go to bed, and it's like by the morning you've forgotten it. It shouldn't be like that, Steve. It's less than 5 minutes between these fights. Yeah, well... It's an insight into my head. As always, kill the table, flashbang the baby. That's the order it goes in. Or incinerate the baby. Both work. Oh! What have you got another turn? Just something worked out in the turn order there, did it? Alright, suits me. can heal them all you like. I haven't even hurt them yet.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Peter Davis says, flashbacks of the Shrapnel custom class from Darkest Dungeon 1, who I always put in rank 2. She had a skill that moved her to the back at the start and had a chance to mark all enemies. Then she set up her chain guns and started blasting. But I had to remember to reset the party order after every fight. That sounds kind of crazy. But yeah, like a whole team mark is an interesting idea. A chain gun is a even more interesting idea. Oh god, I really want to start using his bleed skills because that's what he's for. But I have to waste half the match on just getting him to the fucking front. And yeah, he's got stuff that pulls people, but none that moves him back. Now I think you need to heal yourself more than anything. Actually, we can pull the table forward, can't we? And yes, still inflict burn because they got the combo thing on them. Sweet. Oh, well, they resisted the burn, but even so. Easier to reach the table? Oh, it's not for him. Well, fuck. Damn it, Owl, you're just a bloody spanner in the works of everything here. Peter says, makes mark synergy much more useful in normal fights since she can mark enemies without ending her turn. That does sound useful. Yeah, it took me a long time to start using the marking in Darkest Dungeon 1. It's sort of... Again, as I was saying when M was here, I think it's just a holdover from like a childhood of playing Pokemon games where the stat kind of moves never seem to impact that much, but in Darkest Dungeon 1, like marking something before you hit it, especially because if a character had an ability to mark something, it usually also had a move that was exceptionally good on marked enemies, so you could actually get some crazy big, like, critical hit damage doing it that way. Yeah, you're definitely dead, right? Yeah. No, we want... bollock. That's it, you cut... We need to move you forward and then move you back, because you can't be in first position. Yeah, I'm absolutely getting rid of that skill, that quirk off of him, because that is so unhelpful. 10 is alright, the bleed is less so. Peter says that's definitely the case in DD1 because 2 attacks generally do more work than marking an enemy than attacking once. Oh really? Okay. Well, maybe if it's any attack, but like I say, I did in the recent times of playing DD1, as long as the attack was one that, you know, in its description benefited from or like did more damage to marked enemies, then I found it was kind of worth it. But generally, yeah, I would agree. The marking isn't possibly worth it then.
And now, the greatest test of all.
Yep. Oh god, and what was his whole thing again? Lower health. Yeah, better at stuff but easier to die was the vibe I was getting. Not a fan of that. Now, for God's sake, don't give me a 0 with bleed here. 25. That is not that. Thank you. That's much better. The roulette wheel is going in our favour for the moment. Okay. Peter says, and there were only a few bosses worth using marks on because most of them had multiple actions per turn and thus the mark wouldn't last very long. Yeah, certainly with some bosses. I was saying a few sessions ago, because I never actually completed Darkest Dungeon 1 and I probably never will, but I did at least manage to beat all of the bosses outside of the dungeon itself, and the Crimson Court. So not all the bosses, but all the regular vanilla bosses, except for the drowned crew. I feel like marking them had some benefits, but they were a fucking pain because they were just like anything that heals itself. There's a reason why I, kill the table, flashbang the baby is the mantra here, because self-healing enemies are the bane of my existence. Cannot stand the fuckers. Because it really has just wasted everyone's time when that happens. It's one thing for me to make a mistake, but... Incidentally, why is that condition blocked? I didn't think there was a usage limit on that. Oh, because everyone's above 50% health. Okay, that's fine. That's a good thing. Yeah, we haven't got around to using this yet, so just weaken some people, please. Oh, that was cool. What did you do with your candle there? Is he a juggler now as well? Oh, that's a bit annoying. Can't quite reach anyone there either. Alright, just do that for now. You don't even need to heal, but maybe you won't. Peter says, the final boss of the Crimson Court can have 4 actions per turn. She was incredibly dangerous. Fuck me. Yeah, I think I got as far as the second one, not the Baron, the Viscount, I think. Have not managed to get further than that, unfortunately. And the levels were so ungodly massive before you even found the boss. Or at least in the 2 I did. Oh god, that doesn't even hit for that, does it? I'm noticing our team is not particularly well adapted to hitting people right in front of us. Which could be a problem.
Stupendous.
Yeah, that's a bit much, but I appreciate the encouragement. Okay, we needed another good heal, please. That ain't it, Chief. That's really not it. 2 might as well be nothing. Oh, fuck. Okay, no, I think... No, that's still worth doing. Hit anyone yet? No, well, at least set them up for that. Oh god, he's gone again. Dancing with death. What, move you forward? Why? Yeah, kill this fucker already. Bit better than 2, please. 6, that is technically better, but not really functionally. I noticed that as well. It was like, with Flag's punish, he lost health then healed. Yeah, See, in the first game he had a thing where he reached death's door and everyone else got a heal, but this is... that was different. Let me inspect the fellow.
The loathing abates.
First of all, let's... wait, no, we have got them in the right order now. He's up. Forward 3, right. Because he... forward 3 still means out of 4. It's not... yeah, it's the whole thing of... do you start on 3 or 4? Okay, so that's the most we can do. He's always going to be up the front. Yeah, why was that exactly? Because we were doing that when damage, 1 turn. So perhaps his own damage can trigger that heal, I think. I think maybe that's what was happening. Because he didn't then get a heal after that. At end of next turn. At end of next turn. Yeah, not 100% sure what happened there then. Oh well. Also not sure about some of these trinkets. Whether I want to put them on or not yet. Allow these mortals a moment's rest. I grow so weary of this fight. Well, Chutney, we're at the inn now, so don't worry. And that's also, I think, pretty... I tell you what, I think we've actually gone way over the normal amount of time we do.
Wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Oh shit, yeah, we totally have. I think that works out okay. That just means this session I'll split into 4 parts. Al gained a quirk. Thanatomaniac, obsessed with death. Yeah, that makes sense with the way you were rushing into battle. Off guard, that's shit. Aesthetic. Okay, resolute chance, but more likely to not get on with everyone. Well, that's not particularly great situation. And I've just realised I had it in my head I could get rid of this here. I can't. I have to get rid of that at a hospital. Fuck. Well, at least bleed resistance is useful when we got this guy around. Yeah, Chutney's got the least health. Prefer not to get nicked. Choosy. Oh, I didn't read it in time.
Spend what you can, for wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Bandages would be a good shout. And we can even get more of those. Interesting. Ceremonial drum, whiskey, cards. Heat shield. Heal for, okay. Peter says, hello bounty hunter. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I don't know if I want to bring him in or not. I think as dysfunctional as it's proven so far, I want to make this setup we've got going work.
Can be taught,
but
that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Also, if we were going to sub anyone out for the bounty hunter, in a way it would be the occultist, but he is also our sort of primary healer, so we kind of can't. Yeah. Let me have a look at your moves again. Yeah, you definitely need some more moves, because we keep getting stuck without anything much useful we can do on her. You're sort of our heavy hitter, so I think so. I think upgrade that. He's got a lot of moves that we use fairly regularly.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
Oh, more scouting, but only for academics stuff. Well, we got the space, put it on there for now. Ah yes, all the armor was gone.
The roads are rife with peril. A little protection is always welcome.
That's why you save your purple triangles. So what are we actually looking at in terms of combat items? Flame, less flame, bandages and bear traps. Every time we've had those, we haven't needed to use them. Depends where we're going next, doesn't it really?
The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
Spelunking in the deluge. Or a moment's peace that is totally lit, fam. I'm not sure. Maybe the tangle? Maybe the tangle. We've got a fiery lady with us. She could set fire to the forest. Sure, let's go to the tangle. Maybe we will even have another go at the first boss we attempted, the comatose General Kebab. So, with that in mind... Oh, there is no blight resistant thing here. Okay, well... have to hope we don't get blighted, I suppose. Peter asks, are those conditions region specific? No, I don't believe so. I've seen... pretty sure these are always different, and yeah, no, definitely not specific. There might be like ones that have more chance of appearing, but no, I think the ones on the one we just did, like, you see one that is like avoid a hospital, or make sure you check a watchtower, or don't hit any watchtowers and that sort of thing. Yeah, so those are randomized, as are the rewards, I think. Okay, rub-a-dub-dub. Wait, no, that's bathing. That's bathing. Rub-a-dub-grub is what I was thinking of. Which isn't the same. Don't be so out of it, Steve, that you feed people bear traps. No, I'll try not to. Burn heals. Only got one of them left, and no, got more than one of them left. Okay. Well. Still, bear traps for you. Stimulants for you. We never did use those. Blight resistance though. That might be the time to use them. And he got the laudanum. I'm going to take them off you, since you are bleeding everyone. You should... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. You should also be the one to bandage them up. Yeah. That seems good. You know, if I'm going to try that on anyone, I might try it on her, because as I was saying, a lot of the time her stuff is... she's in the wrong place to be able to use the moves. So when she's in the right place, I want her doing more damage. Let's give it a go. I have a suspicion that any detriment to speed is really bad, but we'll see. And then light resistance, that could be good. Fuck it, let's also give her that then. And then I don't want anyone to have less crit, really. Yeah, no, I think I'll leave it there with the trinkets. Cool. Well, I normally stop it there, but I'm going to stop it in the middle of, or at least
resignation and death.
At least get to the first location in this. Oh, good, and that means we can do the chances. The flagellant might enjoy eating spiky metal. He might. I mean, it looks kind of like he's wearing a bear trap, so you're not wrong there. Envious, you barely met each other.
What the other has, and plots to take it.
Oh. Twazak's envious of Al's ability to heal people. To be fair, I am as well, because we want you to heal people, and Al wants her harpoons. Respectful, good.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
Yeah, you like that she throws firebombs, and she likes that you stab people. Hopeful.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Damn, where was all this when I was giving you the active buffs to increase the chances of this happening? Okay, great. Well, I mean, that's kind of naff for those, because I don't really use either of those moves, but that one will be useful. And that one sucks, but...
War. Rewards only. Resignation.
What if you're fired? Then you can't resign. Okay, well, there's the hospital. Have to remember to try for that. And there's the next Shrine of Reflection. Yeah, I think the best thing will be for me to go away and think. And I'll be totally honest, after failing 3 times, I may just look up what the fucking deal is with Jester's like gimmick fight there, because it's not particularly fun for any viewers to watch me repeatedly fail like that. But we worked out some of it. Just that last round is confusing. But anyway, we shall leave it there for the now. Cheers all for watching. Cheers to Peter Davis for being in the chat for pretty much the whole thing. And yeah, we'll give this a go next time. We'll try and cure the occultist of his weird obsession to charge headlong into death. We'll try and understand what the fuck the Jester was trying to play musically, and maybe kill General Kebab.